All right, everybody, welcome in for a new edition of the FL1 Sports Podcast. I am Paul Russo, and welcome here on FingerLakes1.com. We highlight local athletes, teams, and events from all levels and types of local competition here throughout the Finger Lakes region. Today, I'm joined in studio by the Waterloo girls cross country team, your 2021 Section 5 champion in that class. Thanks for coming on, girls. I appreciate it. Real quickly, go around the room, just get everybody introduced to everybody listening and watching, and then we'll get right into it for everybody, all right?
Hi, I'm Haley Beasley.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm Macy Muller.
I'm Chance.
I'm Natalie DeSanto.
I'm Addison Bree.
I'm Ashlyn Bovey.
And I'm Caitlin Van Ocean.
All right. That wasn't too hard, was it? It's all right. So we'll jump right into the quickly before I get. We are missing one of the teammates here today, Listen Turner. A little bit under the weather. We'll have some comments from her though in a little bit. So she's not with us, but here in spirit. We'll, like I said, come back to that in a little bit. All right, we'll jump right into the questions. So for me, anyway, the only sport I played pretty much competitively throughout my life is baseball. So to me, anyway, cross country is just a whole different universe. So my question, really off the bat, is so like, what's the mindset going into last Saturday, sectional final? Did you treat it any differently than, say, like a regular season race or meet? What was the mentality going in to last Saturday? It's all right.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It was the same as most of our meets. We didn't want to put too much pressure on one specific meet because we didn't want to be too excited or too nervous about a specific meet. So we're always in the same general mindset of staying not too excited, not too nervous, kind of loose.
Mm.
Yeah, and we like to go in, like, just do what you can and do your best because you never know when it can be your last race. And we kind of went in just have fun and do what you can do, and no matter the outcome, just try your best.
We always go in when we do our huddle and say be a 7 because we don't want to be too excited or not be like so shy and nervous, but so we say 7.
Gotcha. Anybody else quick thoughts on that? Or
Listen had some thoughts.
Oh, go ahead, Coach. You can actually come over to the main screen right here, and we can.
Right over here?
Yeah, come on over.
The day before the race, remember, Listen talked to us about leaving it all, like Natalie said, leaving it all out there on the course and not knowing when it would be your last race. She said, and Listen was in a unique position as well as some of the other girls where they weren't able to run in that race.
You're good.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
So Listen said it was very important to get the girls excited and in a positive mindset.
All right.
Believing in what they could do.
Yeah. So I guess with that, I'll kind of just go into the next question here a little bit because, admittedly, when you come into a situation, you already won the championship last fall. For those who did come back, was there like any sort of added pressure in a sense, knowing that back-to-back was on the line possibly, and kind of everybody to a degree is kind of like targeting you a little bit, knowing you already have that experience and that win in the back pocket?
There definitely was added pressure because we were the defending champs, and a lot of teams were kind of looking at us because we did have a really good season. We only lost to one team. So it did add on to the pressure a little bit, but we went in knowing that we had a really good chance and we just needed to run how we usually do every race. So
I also knew like personally that could have been my last race, so like that was added pressure onto that.
Let's see, Haley, any thoughts?
Well, personally, I guess I wasn't really thinking about that. I was just thinking about how I was going to do individually in the race and thinking about what I needed to do to push myself and do well.
All right. Sorry about that. sometimes the mouse just doesn't want to quite cooperate. So, coming into sectional finals last weekend, is there a race that kind of stood out to anybody really, whether it was personally or from a team perspective from the season, that maybe sought to just be a little bit more like challenging than the rest, whether it was weather related or like, you know, something against like the competition, something more difficult that stood out?
I think our league meets were probably the most. I feel like the weather really was a big problem. It was really muddy and rainy. Like Weedsport too. It was raining and people were slipping and falling, and it was just hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think Honeoye was really tough because the course was really bad. And we were racing Honeoye and Williamson, which are really good teams, so we knew we had to do good. The course was pretty tough. There's a lot of hills.
I think our second home race was one of our tougher races because we had Wayne and HIC were the teams that we had to beat and were the ones that we were struggling to beat. And we ended up beating them by 1, but it was still a really tough race.
Ashley and Caitlin, anything over there?
I personally think leagues for me. I really struggled in that race. I didn't run any of those other harder courses. I was out.
Mm-hmm.
I struggled a lot with leagues, and I pushed myself through. So.
Yeah, I agree with the rest of the team. Honeyway, Weedsport, and our league race was difficult.
Guess to kind of follow that up a little bit, was there one meet or anything like that that kind of stood out as being, you know, like a funner meet or race or some sort of excitement that tied into that?
I think they were all exciting. Chance made them fun. She's a very fun person, and I feel like we always just did our best, and it was just fun.
There was one very exciting meet for Ava DeSano. Girls, would you talk about that?
She won.
She won first place.
At what race? Leagues?
Yeah.
Ava, any thoughts over there on that?
I mean, I did not expect it at all, and I didn't want to run, but I guess I was like, you know what, I'll do it. I don't want to leave the other girl alone, and I won. Just like that.
Simple, right? Just win. All right. So, I guess next question here kind of tie into that again a little bit to a degree, but is there something, you know, that stands out being maybe a little bit more tougher than people realize within cross country? I think a lot of people, maybe from a very broad standpoint, just look at it and says, "Oh, you're just running through the countryside," or something like that. Because I know, you know, at least for me, I heard and saw that you ran at Letchworth for the finals, and to me, Letchworth, you're just, to me, maybe if I'm thinking dumbly like that, right? It's like, oh, you're just running the trails that I go hiking on twice a year or something like that. But you would all know it's much more deeper than that. So what's something that stands out to you as being just that tougher thing that people probably just don't realize?
I think the pressure, honestly, because it's not like any other sport where you can be subbed out. Once you start going, you just have to keep going, and you can't drop out of the race because that would hurt your team. And then during the race, when you pass, or when you're going by a huge crowd, there'd be people yelling at you to pass the girl in front of you, get the girl in front of you, and it's just what if you can't? What does that mean? And especially against tough teams, there's always a possibility of losing by 1. So you're always looking at oh, I have to get this girl, else we might lose.
I think it's the mindset, because you don't know if you're going to have a good race or a bad race. You can go in and a girl who you thought was going to get 10th comes in and gets first because she has a really good race. So it's just you kind of have to put your mind to it, and then that's how you achieve it.
Any other thoughts on that, maybe, possibly by anybody?
I feel like a lot of people think cross country is just running for fun. but I feel like that one person always counts. So as many people as you can pass, it's the best.
Mm-hmm. Anything over on the far side of the room?
I feel like people really don't, like, they think about running, they really don't realize how hard it can be sometimes. I mean, sometimes, like, you really have to push yourself to just keep going, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Before I get into, I'd say, like, maybe that last main question I have, one that kind of popped up in my mind a little bit today, kind of like, tie into that a little bit, like, why cross country? What made you want to participate in cross country, whether it was maybe just this fall or your whole entire high school or middle school careers for a couple of you here in the room. So, like, why cross country? What made it pop into your mind and say, I want to do that?
For me, it's because I can't do sports with balls. I don't know. That's about it. I just can't do the whole, like, ball.
Gotcha.
I think the environment, like, surrounding, like, the team, we all love each other, and it's really like a family. And we've all been close, and just, like, cheering each other on, and then we have, like, pasta parties. I like the environment.
Mm.
I actually started last year, and I was just doing it to keep in shape for volleyball, and then I ended up loving it, and now I run cross country.
All right, so we'll go 4 backs here quickly. So, obviously Saturday, big day, state championship opportunity on the line. What's the, mindset to go into that? What's your preparation kind of been like to go into it? Obviously, there was no state championship opportunity last year with protocols still having to be followed and the state canceling it. So kind of like, what's the thought process, mindset, preparation going into Saturday morning?
You can go.
Oh. Well, I think states, we're still going to, like, try our absolute best, but I think we should have more of a fun mindset, meet a whole bunch of new people, make so many friends, and just have fun throughout the whole experience and bond as a team and make friends.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
But make your friends.
Yeah.
I feel like states, it's not really about the competition unless you're, like, really going to win. It's about running and having fun as a team, because it could be, like, chances last race and stuff like that. So it's about being a team and having fun.
Any other thoughts on that?
I think it's like going into any other race. Always push yourself and just try to do your best and have fun with it, because that's what it's all about, really.
Yeah. Coach, I'll bring you for a quick question. I think underrated part in this to a degree is always from kind of like the coaching side of things. Because now, personally speaking, that I've entered the coaching side, I'm used to thinking from the player perspective. What's like a coach mindset for you, kind of going into this weekend?
Well, the girls are right that there's been a lot of pressure since August. I've heard people talk about how great this girls' cross-country team is, and the hardest thing has been to convince them of how talented they are and how powerful and how fierce and what they can do. So it's really been nice watching them and realize that. Right up until last week, I had myself all in a tizzy, like, we could do some big things at states. But then you look at those numbers of the girls we're running against Saturday. Holy moly, huh? But there's a couple runners on this team who rise to the level of their competition no matter what. They do unthinkable things. So I'm very excited to see if a couple of our girls could finish in the top 30. I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised. And these 8 girls run together so well. I just can't wait to see what they could do.
All right. All right, so we'll get into what I call the fun portion of the podcast a little bit of rapid fire, lightning round type questions. Haley, you're going to be starting us off in the line for the first question here. something that I know I always did in preparation for any competition, I still do, as a coach. Now, when I was your age, I still had an iPod. I know those are, for the most part, a bygone era of sort. So plug in your earbuds or AirPods, whatever. Go to your favorite music app. You hit shuffle. What's the one song you hope pops up when you hit shuffle?
I don't really listen to music by myself.
Oh.
I mean, I guess we listen to it on the bus.
Okay.
There's a lot of Justin Bieber songs on there.
Yeah,
All right.
that's mine.
I don't know.
Before Ava goes, who's the team DJ then on the bus? All right. Ava, go ahead. If there's one specific song. If not, no worries.
I mean, usually we listen to the Macarena, and then we dance to it before
Okay.
we race, like, on the line. Probably everyone thinks we're weirdos, but it's fun.
No, I think you got some good music taste going on here
Yeah.
off the bat, admittedly.
My playlist is good, but during like on the bus, we always listen to music and like walking the course, and it's like fun to like sing and stuff. Yeah, and before we start.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do the Macarena.
Go ahead, Chance.
Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. Christmas music should start in October.
It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
Thanksgiving, it's 3 days.
Admittedly, that's one of my favorite Christmas songs, but it's too early.
From the very first meet, which is in September, Mariah Carey, All I Want
All
for
right.
Christmas.
I'll allow it.
Take a hint from the Victoria's
All right.
show.
I don't really know, but maybe now, like, We Are the Champions or something like
All
that.
right.
I couldn't tell you. I listen to so much music.
Yeah, I'm kind of like the same with all of them. It's just like the songs that we have on that playlist that we listen to on the bus.
Gotcha.
It's a great playlist.
It doesn't have Christmas.
As long as Noah's
You
not
should have
on
said the
Ox.
12 Days of Christmas. Remember we made the remix to that?
Remix version. We do make our own 12 Day
Yeah.
of Christmas at
Okay.
least
I
once
think so,
throughout the
of course.
season
All right.
about the course.
Okay. Hey, I'm not gonna question anything. Hey.
It's her idea.
Exactly. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Yeah. All right, Caitlin, we'll start with you on this one. Any superstitions or anything like that, pre-race or game day or race day, anything like that?
We do things like as a team, like our group huddle, and we put our right foot in,
Mm-hmm.
and we walk around and do Kit Kats before the race and everything, but I don't personally do them myself.
All right.
This may sound weird. Coach realizes this too. I like to wear my hot pink sports bra. I don't always do it, but I do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like doing Kit Kats before a race.
We do the Macarena before every race, and we put our right foot in, and then we always say Kit Kats.
Yeah, the Macarena. And then when we're running back after our huddle, the seniors say orange, and then the rest follow behind and say pack.
Oh, I forgot. What was I going to say? I always, the team ones too, but personally, I always wear, flash socks. Yeah, I also do a stretch, by myself before every race that I got, from my 7th grade year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same like the team. We just do a bunch of stuff before the race. That we always do. And I always drink energy drinks before the race. Every race.
I like to drink Shirley Temples with Haley. The night before the race, we drink Shirley Temples, and they're pretty good.
I mean, I feel like you guys have said everything. I don't really do anything myself. I guess I eat pasta, but I feel like every runner does that.
Macy, quick question then. Favorite energy drink? What's the go-to one then?
Bang.
Bang?
Yes.
Oh, man.
What?
I must have missed. Did I miss something in the whole entire Bang thing, or
It's
They have cotton candy
yes,
flavor.
They have Skittle flavor.
Oh my god, that's a thing. Skittles.
I mean, the one I drink is called Adrenaline Shock, and they have cotton candy and sour apple. I don't know. All right. Early bird or night owl? Do you all know what that means when I say that? All right.
Yeah.
Start back down here then with Haley.
Night owl.
Night owl?
Yes.
I think early bird because we're on the bus usually pretty early.
All right.
Night owl.
Okay, well, like, I would say night owl, but I don't sleep till the morning, so I guess early bird.
Night owl.
Night owl, but I'm okay with getting up early, so I'm like a little bit of both.
All right.
I'm with Addie. I go to bed early a lot, but we always get up early, so.
And I'm a night owl for sure.
All right. And I think really this is more or less like the last one I have, but this one might be the most decisive as I've come to learn. Does pineapple belong
No.
on pizza? Whoa! Somebody jumped the gun.
Sorry.
Does
You're a little
pineapple?
upset about this one.
I really?
Mhm.
Wow. All right. I guess we'll get the individual responses here then. Pineapple on pizza? Yes or no?
No.
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 Oh my gosh.
I guess no, but I've never really tried it. It just sounds like it's gross.
No, pineapple does not go with sauce. Or cheese.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Pineapple should not be warm.
No, pineapple's good.
Yeah.
I've had it on pizza before, but I think it's just better plain, like without.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Coach?
Why are we eating pizza?
Oh, that's the better question, I guess. Then.
Why are we eating pizza and drinking Shirley? I have so many.
I don't care.
So I feel like I'm the lone wolf in the room right now that's pineapple on pizza then. This is a first. Usually I'm able to find one person out of a bunch that does it with me, but all right, you know. All right, before we get out of here, girls, anybody that you would like to shout out, thank along the way from this past year? Could be a teacher, friend, family member, pet, anybody or anything.
I like all the coaches, Coach RP, Coach Courtney, Coach Guz, and my family too, because they've been so supportive of me.
My family and Listen, who's not here. We love you.
Natalie DeSanto, she's my running buddy.
Anybody else?
My parents and Coach Courtney and Coach RP.
Yeah, it's the same. Coach Courtney and Coach Repeat. And Listen, because she's been my best friend. And you'll see us in track. We're running buddies. Twin sisters. That's what the mods call us. But yeah, I think her.
Anybody, Haley?
I guess just everybody on the team. Yeah.
Ashley and Caitlin?
I want to thank Noah because he's the one who got me back into cross country. Like, I told him I wasn't going to do it again, and he's like, no, you need to do this. So, that's why I'm here again. And then Macy, since the first day of practice, she's been, like, the one I've been stuck with. She's pushed me through a lot. She's also my running buddy. So.
I want to thank like my parents for always supporting me and always pushing me to do better.
All right. Coach RP, any last thoughts? Anybody to thank? Any last words, at least in the studio, motivation for the team?
Well, I think Ashlyn makes a good point. Our boys team, our guys team is amazing. They have had a rebuilding year, to say the least. We graduated 6 sensational seniors last year. So Noah is the heart and soul of that team, and Caleb is the captain. And we love our dudes, right? Like, they're weird. They're really strange, and there's only 6 of them, but they're great. I love you girls, and it's been really fun. Thank you. Oh, and thanks to Coach Kent, right? The best AD in the whole wide world, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She's given us these past 2 seasons, for sure.
All right. Well, girls, I appreciate you all stopping in, taking time out of your day. I know, like I said, kind of when we were talking a little bit before, busy 24-hour window here coming up for everybody. Good luck. We'll be pulling for you. Give me something good to write about Saturday afternoon, hopefully. For those at home, if you want to be able to watch the girls run NFHS Network at 9:30 a.m. Saturday morning, subscription is required for the service in order to do that. But it's well worth it, in my opinion, to be able to watch. So, girls, again, thanks for coming on, taking time out of your day. Good luck. Go win. We're pulling for you. All right? And no need to be nervous anymore. You're good. You're free.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming on. All righty. I need to get to my outro. All right. Thanks for joining, everybody, this edition of the FL1 Sports Podcast. You can reach out to the show by sending an email to contact@fingerlakes1.com. For all our latest headlines, local content on the fingerlakes1.com local network, visit our homepage. Download our free app on Android and iPhone. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Look for us wherever you listen or watch your favorite podcasts online. Thanks for checking us out, and we will catch everybody next time.